So we've arrived in Lake Floria, which is like the new area in Fairlawn Woods.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's a really nice place. It has one of my favorite pieces of music in the whole game.
Yeah.
Probably. It's just a nice little bit of relaxation after, you know, the stressful trial that was the Silent Realm.
Hmm. Man, you know what? There's a lot of stuff in this game. Like, I know you've said before that there have been bits that remind you of Super Mario 64, and for some reason this reminds me of Super Mario 64 as well.
Huh.
Actually, no, more like Mario Galaxy. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely has sort of that Cosmic Cove feeling going on.
Yeah.
No, wait. We need... Please tell us where we can find the water dragon. Come back.
Have you heard the word of the water dragon? Let me tell you about him, please.
These creatures are called the Parella, and they exclusively live in Lake Floria.
And they're racist.
Yeah, they are. Some of them are kind of not so nice. I think they're maybe supposed to be early Zoras, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was about to say, these are obviously supposed to be early Zora. Spin by shaking your nunchuck.
Haven't done that yet.
Well, you're about to.
Yeah.
I know, because I remember how the game mechanics work.
Yeah, the Parella do kind of remind me of the Link to the Past Zoras. A little bit.
Oh, yeah, I guess I can see that.
More so than the Ocarina of Time ones, at least.
Yeah. God, what happened between Link to the Past and Ocarina of Time?
Yeah, like the Zoras are the species that evolve the most. It's weird. Because, like, Gorons are always the same.
I don't think... Oh.
Gotta get through what can...
Are Gorons even in Link to the Past? I don't think they are.
I don't think so, no.
No.
I don't think Gorons existed until Ocarina.
Returning things from Link to the Past and Ocarina. Zoras.
But they're completely different. Cuckoos are the same, at least.
Cuckoos are like the one thing that always remains the same in Zelda. Which is odd.
Yeah, it's weird how there are no Gorons in, like, A Link to the Past, but there are Gorons in this game, which takes place all the way at the start of the timeline.
Where did the Gorons go?
I don't know. Maybe they were just hidden underground for a while.
Yeah, probably.
I do think it's, like, neat that the Gorons existed before the Zoras, because I think that's how it was with the dwarves and the elves in Lord of the Rings as well.
Oh, yeah, I think that's right, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not an expert on Lord of the Rings by any means, but if I remember correctly, the dwarves are like one of the oldest species.
I think that's right.
Of humanoids, yeah. So apparently, the water dragon is in trouble and we gotta go help her.
Yeah.
Or at least try.
Because everything happening in this world, if there's a problem, it's just do with us, it's our problem as well.
Yep, and it also always happens like 5 minutes before we arrive.
Yeah, which is convenient, really.
I mean, the thing is, right, if you're late once, you're gonna keep being late every time, unless you hurry up, which is not my style. Especially when I can't even adhere to my own updating schedule.
Just remember to shake your nunchuck and everything will be fine.
That's right. We now encounter Froaks underwater for the first time. You could just shake at them, and then they blow up.
That looks really dangerous.
Yeah.
You got a silver rupee though, so it's all worth it.
The only way you can get hurt by the Froaks underwater is if you, like, just run into them while they have their spikes extended. And then I think they do half a heart of damage.
I don't think I tried to spin into them because I just assumed, like, if I touch them, then it's gonna hurt me. Yeah.
Well, you can't get out of this area without spinning into them.
Oh, really? Oh, I must have done it then. I must have done it.
Yeah.
I think it was just, like, at first I was like, am I supposed to touch these things?
Yeah.
Traditional game mechanics are ingrained in me. Too much.
It's a little bit strange because the only way to find out is to talk to the Parella again. Oh, the Parella's name is Jellyf.
Of course it is. Of course.
The first time I read that, like, because Fee tells you about that if you target her and then, like, hit down on the D-pad, and I thought, is the text, like, cut off or something?
Like he started saying jellyfish and then just decided to stop.
Nah.
Couldn't commit.
That can't be a name, so what if we just, like, cut a little bit off the end?
Just cut the ISH off.
Yeah,
that's
not
fine.
the F, though. You gotta keep it sounding
keep the
strange.
I'll just call it jelly, that's just ridiculous. I like how you saved that guy from being trapped in that cave forever, and he's just like, are you gonna eat me? It's like, what?
Well, no, I think he was just hiding there.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure.
How did you put those rocks there?
I don't know.
Oh, man. So many questions in this game go unanswered.
It's weird how this game is supposed to be like, you know, sort of like the super prequel, like the very first installment of the timeline, except there was one more Link before this. Or one more hero.
Really? Oh, do they keep making a mention of him, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like the Skyward Sword manga is actually a prequel to this game, and it tells the story of that first hero. And
read the manga.
It's canon, so read the manga.
It's canon, so read it.
Now we gotta get over that fence somehow, but... Oh, that's what I should have called Link.
Mr. Human Person?
Yeah.
You know, I have a name.
I have a name. It's McNuggies. Please call me by my name. Check out the sweet move. Whoa!
Oh. Yeah.
I like doing that a lot.
That's the best.
Yeah. Wow.
Well,
I'll have you know that I've been a skilled swimmer since day one.
I won't be doing any favors for you anymore.
Look at this. Whoop!
Oh. How are you gonna do that?
I don't know. Well, the platform's not that high up.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we can just jump on.
What? So, am I seeing that wrong, or are those little, like, sticky things that stick to you and blow up actually under the water too?
That's right, yeah.
Oh, man.
And somehow they blow up underwater.
Of course.
Well, I guess underwater explosions are technically possible, just not with, like, common explosive fuel sources.
No, because it would get wet.
Yeah.
Well, it's technically not an explosive device. It's like a creature. It's like a beam.
It's,
so...
yeah, I don't really know what it's supposed to be.
Hey.
Hey, we have more goddess plumes than we're ever gonna need in this game. It's actually starting to get a little upsetting.
There are some, like, there's still some gaps you haven't filled in as well. It's...
Yeah. One of them we're actually gonna fill up in this video. And the other one we could have filled up a long time ago, but we're not gonna do that until it's necessary.
No, I had that problem as well.
What?
It's too low down.
No, I was actually trying to target the one that was behind me, but also, even though we're in an enclosed environment, there's still goddess cubes here.
Handily, there's a hole directly above it.
Yeah, well, I mean, how else could it have possibly gotten here?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Through the door like a normal person.
Like a normal cube person.
Yeah.
This Perella over here is like the rudest one of the bunch.
Alright, here we go. Yo, listen.
Don't be doing that.
You see this thing I've got attached to my back?
No, now you're just enforcing his idea of what humans are like.
That's true. Take it back. Seriously though, we're here to help.
Yeah. So one thing about this game is that, like, the water looks pretty nice, but it doesn't look like super great or anything.
No.
But what I do really like is when you're just swimming around, like the motion lines that you create in the waves. Also, whoa! New enemy.
It looks like a zeppelin and a fish and a
It
baby.
does.
I bet that's what they were going for too.
Probably. So these are the Craniac. They're obviously can only be found on the water. Usually they're docile, but then when you get close, they start charging you, and then you have to do a spin attack to hurt them. And then while they're stunned, you have to do another one to kill them.
I remember being really surprised when it was like really easy because I thought it was gonna be like a mini boss.
Yeah, I know. They're not very dangerous on their own, but when they come in packs, they can be a little more frustrating
But
to fight.
I'm glad they didn't put a mini boss in the swimming level because don't do that.
No.
That's the worst.
Although I will say actually that I think, like, now that I've thought about it a little more, I think the swimming controls in this game are actually really nice. Because it's like,
oh yeah,
I know people don't like doing it with the motion controls, and I understand that. But it's like, when you're moving with the motion controls, you're moving fast in one direction. But then when you stop doing that, you move with the analog stick, and you stay on the same, like, verticality, but you're free to, like, move around horizontally. And that's, like, a really good solution to how difficult, like, swimming can be in, like, these type of games usually.
yeah.
It's still not perfect, but I think they did a good job.
It's been years of video games, but we still haven't figured out water levels.
Nope.
Swimming levels.
I mean, they tried fixing it in Majora's Mask 3D, and it just made it even worse.
Whew, yeah, it's not... It's a bit better, but it's not... It's not perfect.
No.
It's definitely, like, less, I guess, volatile, because you're not going, like, 100 miles an hour all the time.
It's like, in some ways it's an improvement, but then in other ways it's, I'd say it's a net negative, even though there are still good parts about it.
Yeah.
You can't talk to any of these Pirellas, they're just swimming around. I don't even know what they're doing, like they're bumping up against each other.
They're just having a good time.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's not a very impressive water dragon.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting something a lot more impressive than that.
Yeah, something a little bit cooler than this.
Yeah. Also something a lot bigger.
Yeah, I mean, I like the things coming out of the forehead.
Yeah.
And I like the natural crown sort of thing she's got going on, but other than that... That's right, we stole it while you weren't looking, I'm sorry.
Did we? No, it was given to us.
Yeah, it was given to us.
Yeah.
It was a gift. Which means that at some point, the goddess had a conversation with this dragon, like, hey, I need one of your skills, because, you know, the hero that's going to come here, he might not be able to swim, and then it's going to be like, well, then he can't get into the tree and talk to the guy, and then who will lead you here, and then all this is planned, you see.
Yeah. Of course, yeah. Of course, it's all planned.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Seeing the symbol on the front of the pot reminded me of the circle you tried to draw. It was such a beautiful circle.
The beautiful dog circle. One dog moon, I like to call it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Apparently Girahim was here and he messed shit up. What was he doing here? What was he hoping to find?
Zelda, probably.
This isn't the past.
No. He doesn't quite grasp that concept. He's just like, I know she's here. It's like, no, listen. She kind of is, but, like, not today.
Yeah.
It's a difficult concept to explain.
Yeah. So, a lot of people don't like Baron just because she constantly makes you do, like, sort of tedious stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like the first time where... And the thing is also, like, every time she makes you do this stuff, she's like, oh, you need to prove to me that you're really the hero again.
Yeah.
But this is the first time we have to go find some sacred water for her so we can pour that into her basin. And then she can heal up again and become a cool dragon. And we're gonna do that after we raid all her stuff.
Of course.
Yeah.
I like that they kind of address, like, you see her, it's like, that's not really like a dragon, that's not what I expected, and she's like, no, someone messed it up.
Yeah. I don't know who that's in reference to. Like, at first I thought it was Jellyf, but Jellyf is a girl, so... I don't know. That's so weird. Maybe he was talking about us.
Very rude.
Yeah, I know. Also, I like that, because they said earlier that Pharaon fought with like a bunch of Girim's troops, and there's all these skulls laying around.
Oh.
Yeah. You know, supposedly she ate most of them, so I don't know. Maybe she picked her teeth afterwards or something.
Yeah, maybe. That'd be a big toothpick.
Yeah. Maybe she used like the same thing that Jellyf used to open the door, like just the top of one of the Pirella's heads.
You there, come here and let me insert you in my teeth.
So you ready to get a new treasure?
Yes.
Yeah. Bam! Evil crystal.
There Oh.
It's the last of the super special treasures.
And its name is literally Evil Crystal.
Yeah, well, what else are you gonna call it?
I don't know.
It's a crystal that's evil?
Usually Zelda comes up with like really inventive names for stuff.
I suppose.
That's super uninventive. It's like, it's a crystal.
Yeah.
It's evil. It's an evil crystal.
There's a bunch of enemies that are going to be introduced later that also drop the evil crystals, but most of the time you'll just find it in treasure chests.
There's a bunch of enemies, like these evil butterflies.
Fuck them. Okay.
Are you gonna do it?
Okay, whatever you say. Well, I don't know what walls, so that's clearly...
Okay.
Like, I don't know what to do with that information.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I do know what to do with this grasshopper, though.
Ah.
We're gonna get him.
Is it an evil grasshopper?
No, maybe a little bit.
Okay.
But this land has been vindicated.
My work here is done.
It is kind of evil because it like hyper reproduces and then it eats all the fauna.
Oh yeah, that is kind of evil.
Or flora, rather. Yeah, that's a little. It's not so good. I mean, this place looks so nice.
It's a little aggressive.
Yeah. Aggressive.
Oh.
Yo.
Oh. Please don't go. Where are you going?
So thankfully, Lake Floria links back up to Pharaon Woods with this little shortcut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As it should.
Yeah.
Rightly so.
Mm-hmm.
Because that just makes sense. Oh.
There's a moblin here now. We could fight him. We could also just jump over him and just get out of there.
Much easier.
Mm-hmm.
I like how you just ran all over his face.
Yeah. So we could go like do all the looking around, doing the dousing stuff. But this video is already getting dangerously close to the 35-minute limit.
Whoa.
So I decided to just cut that out.
I do like the way you kind of run over the moblins.
Yeah, it's good.
That is great. Just kind of imagine the like Link runs across his face like, oh. Super rude.
It really is. That's actually like one of the most effective ways to fight the moblins because once you're on the other side, you can just slash away at their back. Don't have to worry about their shield. And you can just do that over and over again until they're dead.
So we're back inside this temple.
Yeah. We're gonna have to find the sacred water, which is all the way at the end. Thankfully, this is not something you have to do after every Silent Bell. You only have to go back to the Skyview Temple.
I thought, when I played this game, I thought that this was super cool.
Yeah.
Having to revisit a dungeon.
A lot of people don't like it, though. And I can understand that, too, but I thought it was neat.
Yeah. Especially
because they add this new mini arc where your boy Led shows up again.
Oh, it's your boy.
He's at it again looking for treasure.
Stone guy? What's he talking about? Who is he? What's he talking about?
I can't believe Gorko's in cahoots with someone else.
Oh no, Gorko, no! Gorko, why?
Ah.
You must have threatened Gorko to get that information.
Maybe.
There's no way Gorko would just give that information away.
Not to someone as suspicious looking as that. I mean, he didn't even tell us about that.
No.
Yeah, you fucking bet.
You see this thing? This shit I just summoned with my harp? Can you compete with that? I don't think so.
Nope. I mean, yeah, he didn't tell us about the treasure. Jeez, Gorka. So with these walls, we can do the same thing that we did with the entrance to Lake Floria, where we can draw something on them. But what in the world are we gonna draw? Well, let's go to this random Sheikah stone near the lumpy pumpkin for answers.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
Symbol of money.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I think I know what we gotta draw. $.
Sadly not. You gotta just draw a rupee.
That's much harder.
I know.
Oh, you tried.
Yep.
But you did it.
It's really annoying because it's really easy for the game to mistake a rupee for a heart, and then it just gives you 3 hearts.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
But you can actually get like really good rewards from drawing rupees on goddess walls, because sometimes they'll drop a silver rupee as well.
Have you mentioned drawing hearts on goddess walls to get heart?
Yeah, we saw the Sheikah stone at the waterfall tell us about that.
Oh yeah, okay.
There's also other things you can draw on the walls. You can draw bombs and to get bombs, and then you can also draw a Triforce to get fairies.
That shouldn't. No, I should draw a Triforce to get a Triforce.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's bullshit.
This room's kind of annoying because there's a new enemy here, the Bokoblin Archer. They'll mess you up because a lot of times they're put into positions where you can't really deal with them. And sometimes even in places where you're not entirely free to move where you want. But thankfully they do die with 1 hit.
That is good.
Yeah. Although they're not so weak that they die with from 1 hit of the slingshot, unlike some enemies.
Oh no, that's just ridiculous. God damn it. Go away. It's a key.
Well,
what do you think a key's gonna do?
Well, it could be like a key to to the Grand Treasury.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be.
Yeah.
It never fucking is.
Wouldn't it have been great if the key was just in that hole?
That would have been funny. Every key we found in this game leads to monsters.
Yeah.
That's every key we found.
But I mean, some monsters drop like 20 rupees.
Yeah.
And that's sort of
but you
like
have to fight the monster first.
Yeah. And I don't think you'd be very good at that when you're like half dug into the ground.
No. Pow.
Yeah. That hole is actually there even the first time you go through this dungeon.
Yeah, it is.
And you notice it and you're like, well, what am I supposed to do with that? And you don't find out until over halfway through the game. Well, just under halfway through the game, actually.
Yeah, I remember thinking, like, is this the thing where I put like a magic bean here?
Oh yeah, that is actually sort of like that.
Yeah.
After this, you can just continue straight into the main door, but if you go over here... Lead shows up again.
No, I got bad news for you.
If you don't go in here and you just keep going, you meet up with him again later on, and then he's a little less okay with you taking his key.
Yeah, well, that was the other thing. It's like, why does he need a key? He can just tunnel his way in.
Maybe some of the rocks that this temple's made out of are like really tough.
Oh, maybe. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. One thing about fighting Stalgras that's like sort of important is that when you do like the killing swipe, if you don't stand like somewhere near the center, like near the middle head, you won't be able to hit all 3 of the heads.
Isn't this the first time we've seen a Staldra since, yeah, the last temple it was in?
Yeah. I mean, they don't really they don't really look like outside animals, do they?
No, not really. It's just kind of funny that you like randomly run into one in this temple, and then you don't see one again for a really long time.
No, they were in the Linear Mining Facility as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You don't see them again until the Linear Mining Facility.
Yeah.
And then you don't see them again until you come back here.
Yep. What?
Didn't see that coming.
No. How, like, I've never understood how these bottomless pits are supposed to exist. Like, maybe if we're like, if we were really high up, but we're at ground level right now. We're below ground level because we took the stairs down to get in here.
If you fall into that one, you're like, I don't know, come out in Australia or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just goes through the Earth's core.
Yeah. Who in the world would come all this way for water? Well, guess what, buddy? It's us.
We're really thirsty.
Yeah. And that water that was like in the first room, that looked really gross. There was like plants growing inside of it and all that.
Yeah.
Nah.
And the water at the water dragon's place, yeah, it's probably salty. Oh, I didn't know this is Ocarina of Time.
Finding 3 stall foes can actually be pretty hard just because, like, you can, like, stun one or, like, hit one, but then the other ones might already be, like, tuning up to hit you instead. But what you can do is you can, like, toss a bomb and then stun all 3 of them or multiple of them at the same time.
I love the animation of them, like, looking at their arms like, oh, what the... Where have my hands gone?
It takes me a while to, like, remember how to actually properly get them all on the bomb. But then once I do, the fight speeds up quite a bit.
I can't remember what I thought of this boss the first time I fought it. I think my first reaction was, oh no, because I kind of do enjoy fighting these guys, but previously you've only ever fought one.
Yeah.
And then once I worked it out, and I was like, oh,
this is actually a pretty threatening fight.
Yeah.
So yeah, the best way to go about fighting these guys is to place a bomb, get all 3 of them to hit it, and then use the spin attack, because with the spin attack you can hit all of them at the same time.
Yeah.
And the spin attack actually does quite a bit of damage too, so that's good.
That Stalfos is another thing that changes a lot from game to game in Zelda.
Because like in Ocarina of Time, there was no way they were human skeletons.
Yeah, they were like weird. They had like a weird, like huge snout thing.
Yeah, and in this game, I mean, kinda. They sort of look human, although they are really big, though.
They're human in like the first Zelda and Link to the Past, and then Ocarina of Time happens, and it's like, what the fuck are these things?
Yeah.
And then you ask Navi, and he's like, "They're Stalfos," and you're just like, "Really?"
That's a weird name. I don't see any stalls here, but okay.
Yeah.
The #1 opponent of public bathrooms.
Stalls. Yeah.
Stool foes.
No, no. The worst kind.
If you try to put water in a bottle the first time you're here, you'll just get normal water.
That's bullshit.
I know.
Like, the water hasn't changed since we were here last.
No, like, the fairies were there the first time as well, so it couldn't be based on that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. Where do those fairies come from? Fucking freeloaders.
Just drinking all that water.
Yeah.
That belongs to nature, dang it.
Belongs to the museum.
So are the fairies Nazis in this scenario?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.